test number 5, eBay 7 kVA generator, another test, loading it up with firstly 2 vacuum cleaners, there we go, one, that's doing about 1350 watts now, and load up the second vacuum cleaner, and you'll see how it's changing there now. You can hear it loading up at 2000 watts, 2662. Changes a little bit. Okay, there we have that. You can turn on one bar of our heater again, so that'll be on in a second. See that coming on. Power has increased to 3000. Get the screen to show up on the display here. 1317. Now again I'll plug in 94 watt fan. See that change that's plugged in. So yeah, it's gone up to 3465. Okay, so I mean it does pull 3,500 watts, say, and that's fine for what it is. 3,500 watts is a fair amount of power, and that's humming along quite nicely at that rate. But you'll see one element on there. But as I say, as soon as I introduce anything else into the equation now, and this is supposed to run at 5,600 watts. If I turn on the second element there, turn that on to low to medium, you'll see it's just cut straight out. It goes into overdrive, goes into meltdown, and we've got no output power once again. So, once again, I'll turn that off. And once again, it just cuts out. And it just will not get beyond 3,500 watts. It doesn't matter how I load it up. You see the fan slowing down there, it's still running. I've tried various appliances with smaller amounts of current each time. I've intentionally run all the electric motor items first, like the vacuum cleaners and all that sort of stuff, so that there's no overload when the motor's trying to start, because the claims are they can draw up to 3 or 4 times the power to start with, and that can be true depending on the appliance. However, I've started all those first and then introduced a pure resistive load with a heating element as my final load, so it comes on gradually, and as it heats up it'll increase to the full 600 watts capacity, and as soon as you turn that on, when you're close to 3,500 watts and you add anything else to it, it just cuts out. So, yep, they're just junk. They're junk over 3,500 watts. They don't work, and I'm not getting any satisfaction from the seller, and they just continue to deny all problems with it, that they work fine. And they've sold hundreds, and I'm sure they have, to happy campers who have got no means of testing it or haven't got a clue. So they're happily probably running them in a campsite somewhere, and they would run toasters and fridges, and you know, they could run a washing machine probably or anything like that, and not get to that sort of power output until you get over that 3,500 watts. When it cuts out, they could have it for years and years and never know. And even if it did, they still wouldn't know. They'd just, oh well, that's just too much load, adding that extra thing onto it without an actual conducted test like this. So there you go. Don't buy a 7 kVA generator on eBay.